on the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me Went up and magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with the man who has had to stick with me all season long, Charles Davis. And Charles, the anticipation, the hype, the media coverage, all in the rearview mirror now. We can finally get down to playing some football.
Yeah, don't worry about that, partner. I'll ride or die with you anytime. You know that. But here's the best thing about this. Everyone talks about trying to keep things normal as they approach for Super Bowl. There is no such thing as normal. The pageantry, the hype, all of that is more intense than anyone could ever imagine. What you're trying to do is embrace it in one way and make sure it doesn't totally knock you off your game. That's why the night before the big one, teams often switch hotels, try and give those guys that last chance to breathe a little bit before they go out and play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Brissett. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Takk McKinley. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Rosen. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on second and 13. Rosen, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Throwing on second and 8. Rosen. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like, and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So out come the Bucs now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Brissett. Screen pass to Lindsey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Brissett now. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Von Miller drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So on 4th down, out comes the Bucs free agent signee Bradley Pinion to punt. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. 4th down, and the Bucs trot out the former 49er Bradley Pinion to punt it. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here's Mickens to return. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Rosen will throw into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25.
know timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd and 15 now. Brissett looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And an alley to run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From just shy of midfield, Rosen. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Tack McKinley. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one, and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He already has 2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. The tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Brissett sets to throw it, and he's got his man Hilton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Brissett on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Blue Dan, blue Dan. Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the way.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. With a never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
They start the second half with Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, Rosen. And that is incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready. Let's go, man. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 63 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brissett. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 8 yards out, and the Bucs have taken the lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now Rosen on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Tack McKinley able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Rosen off the play action. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On the ground, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And it's caught. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Out of his end zone, Brissett. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And
the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side. Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
You know, when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Great play offensively, defensively. What a disappointment.
And that's why I hurry up and attack right away. You might catch them napping a little bit after that breakdown.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He's back to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And now running right through him. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now Brissett. And he spots Henderson open left side. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Brissett. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Brissett looks to throw. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
First down, Buccaneers.
So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.